Our life. And you remember when we were little and we always had this dream, like I used to dream like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, like dreaming that this is how my life is going to be, this is what's going to happen. Have you ever had those kind of like feeling where you're like, yes, this is what's going to happen for me? Because I felt the same way too. And when when we're in that position of like dreaming and like wanting, and this is what's going to manifest, or this is how things are going to be, and we're just dreaming and we visualize it and we dream some more and we write it down, and then nothing happens. We do nothing about it. Like I have been in that situation. I just daydream sometimes, like, yeah, it would be nice to just like do this and that should happen and that, And today we're talking about be a doer and take the leap. Let's move from the dreaming to the doing. Hi, I am Nene and I am a self-love and confidence coach, and I work with introverted women in business who want to gain that confidence so they can be visible, to feel seen, heard, and understood. So for us to be that doer and stop the dreaming, we need to start taking the action. We need to start doing those things. Like when we have ideas of like how we want our business to roll, like all the things that would happen. Okay, if I just have this plan and do this, that yes, it would like everything will flow. And we just keep planning and planning and planning some more and like dreaming about how it's going to look, or like if I meet this person, or if I just like, I'm going to be the next this and like do that and do that. And we are not doing anything about the dreaming, then nothing happens. We need to take that leap and start doing. We need to get that stake, that decision, and start walking on the doing part. Because with because oh gosh, what am I doing? With action comes clarity. By doing the work, we're able to we're able to then start taking that action. We're able to start doing the things that would edge us closer. Because if we keep dreaming about what it is that we want, nothing happens. In a sense that there is no clarity. Because we might feel like, yes, I want to be the next I'm trying to think of a word or something that we're wanting to be. Okay, let's just say, we want to be the next opera or whatever it is. And then we're like, okay, that's what I want to do. And we're not doing any action to help us to get there. When we start doing the thing, then we realize, actually, we already have an, opera. I don't need to be the next opera. I would just be myself. And then you start finding out, okay, this is what I want to do. So like me doing this live, I just know that I want to come on live every day for the next 30 days. And doing that is just to help with knowing how the system works, or like building up on my story, or helping with certain things. And as I'm showing up, I'm getting clarity. Okay, this is how it should be done. This is what I want to do, or it's expanding my understanding of what I want. So by doing that, I'm so grateful that you're agreeing with me, because when we start doing the thing, the clarity will come, and we start realizing, actually, what I thought I want to do is not what I really, really want to do. Now that I've started doing the action, I'm now realizing that, nah, this is not what I want. This is how I want to roll. So by taking that leap and deciding that this is what we want to do, and this is how we want to roll, with the clarity in what we want start to show up, we start to manifest, and we start seeing clearly by the actions. When I started with this life, or when I started posting and things like that, it wasn't clear color. Okay, this is what I want to do, or this is how I've done. I have evolved over time through the process and knowing that, okay, I started off wanting to be a deaf coach, then realized, okay, it's not suiting me. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be the Tony Robbins for deaf people and stuff like that. When I started the process and realized that, no, I really needed to get clear on myself. Hey, we're talking about being a doer, not a dreamer, and take that leap and start taking the action. So when going through that first step and like, okay, I'm going to start being a deaf coach, and then going through the program, realizing that, if I didn't start actioning the process, I wouldn't realize that, you know what, this isn't for me. This isn't aligning with who I'm wanting to be. Even though I dreamt about being this person, it wasn't working. But because I was doing and taking the action, did I then realize that, okay, maybe not now. Let me work on improving my skills, work on improving how I show up and understanding. And then I went on to, okay, let me be a relationship coach. Since, I've been married now for over 18 years, and, we brought up kids and all these things. There's not been any issues. Like, yeah, let's do that. Because the advice I was getting, yeah, you'd be great at that. Went on, started doing that, and then realized again, not for me. It just didn't, it didn't sink in. Even though, yes, I might have experience, yes, I might have certain things, but it just was, if I didn't do it, if I didn't start in that process, I wouldn't have known. I kept dreaming, yeah, I'll be a good relationship coach, I'll be this and that. And if I didn't dive in and start doing, I wouldn't have known that it wasn't my lane. And then I changed again. But I say all these things to show that it's by the action, it's by actually doing, and stop the dreaming. Will we now start having that, feeling that fulfillment, get fulfilled in what we're doing. We're able to then carry on and then start creating that fulfilling lives for ourselves because we are taking that action. There's so many people that dreamt of one thing that have now ended up doing a totally different thing. And the thing is to give ourselves that permission to evolve, give ourselves that permission to be bad at the first time. Like, no one just starts out and then they're it. They're like off to the races. Give yourself that time to, like, with the action of doing, give yourself that grace that, okay, I want to start. Say if you want to start going live or you want to start doing anything, let me do it. I'm going to be like crap at it initially, but as I carry on, I'll get better at it. I finish, I celebrate and review. What can I do better? How can I improve? What do I need to do to be more free? What do I need to do to get that engagement? Like, by doing it, that's where the clarity comes in. By taking the leap and stop the dreaming and wishing, by doing that, is that when we really get the clarity and knowing that, yes, we're on the right track. So if we're still in that, okay, yeah, it would be nice, it would be good, this happened, nothing, we'll still be in that cycle of wishing, wondering if you ever, yeah, this would be nice, let me get, no, get into it, start doing it, If it is like going into like, hey, going into like whatever thing we're doing, just jump at it. Take that leap and just go for that which you want. Excuse me. Here comes another one. Hey people season. You see, look, this is real life. This is life. So if it was a video, I would have been able to edit that. But this is what's what, Here, because am I gonna get a fit of sneezing? Is it coming? Another one's coming. if you watch down this far, if you get this far, put a comment of like, yes, I saw you doing it. Yes, I saw you sneezing. I know, yes, you got to this point. Oh my goodness. This is it. This is part of the doing. This is part of like, okay, when you get to that hickey fit of like sneeze stuff. Okay, side note. I do not know how to sneeze. I seriously do not know how to sneeze. You know when you kind of like, you get a achoo. I used to like really pretend and make the sound of achoo because I don't know how to do the end bit of the sneeze. So when I sneeze, I go, then there's no chew. So I just use the sound effect of achoo. Look, let's keep it real here. That's what's going on. But you know what I mean? It's helping to clear the, whatever the pollen's in here. It's gone now. So let's get back into the flow. And I say all that, or the pattern interrupt came in to say, remember that we need to take that leap. And with the leap, would the clarity come in? With the leap, would the consistency and like the feeling of like, yes, I'm doing the thing I want to do. Because when we start off like, okay, this is what I want, this is where I am, and then you realize that actually, no, even though I was dreaming and wanting, I've tried it now, and it's not for me. I would rather do something else. By only taking the action, by being the doer, did you then realize that, okay, that I do not like. I would rather do this. Because everyone's like saying, okay, you need to have, this funnel and this and that, until you actually do the funnel and then you realize, oh no, it's not for me. And then you try something else and then you realize, okay, this is for me. This is what I want to do. So let's take that action of doing to help us get to that point where we then find that, the joy and then the success will come and all those unexpected things that we don't even realize, opportunities and growth and things will just come in our way because we are doing the thing. I started this life just to build a muscle of improving my storytelling, because my storytelling is where I need to kind of like work on. And if I'm like, okay, let me just get good at my storytelling, and then later on I will then like come on and start doing live and then using my storytelling to flow in the conversation, because I see people who would just give you an analogy and with an example of the like of it, and then give you the lesson. I'll be like, I'm so in awe. My husband's one of those people that would just give you this beautiful story that then leads to the lesson, and I'd be like, whoa, I would love to want to know that. And the only way I can know to do that is by practicing. And sometimes I come on here and it flows, and sometimes it doesn't. I just go straight to the practical lesson. And then sometimes it's like, but with the action, with my storytelling, get better. Is it going to be better after one try? Probably not. Would it be better after 5? Maybe. Would it be better after I've done it like the 100th time? I hope so. I've been doing it you're constantly doing and like refining and checking, and then the doing. And the other thing I want to say to this is, when you've done, because you've done it once doesn't mean that's it. You've done it and then it didn't work out, or you messed up and then you feel okay. No, it's not. Do it again. Give yourself that grace of time and progression, that the more you do it, the more you get better at it, than just giving up at the first point. Okay, at least I did it. Yes, do it, but give yourself that stretch time for it to happen. Okay, just be committed to the thing. But this today is more focused on at least just taking the action and stop the dreaming and do the thing you say you're going to do. Start making the phone calls and thinking about, okay, how maybe I need to have like this series of call, like I need to call this, and like you've done enough planning. Like I keep saying, fail forward. Fail forward, You messed that up. Okay, what can I do better? At least celebrate. Yes, I did it. What can I do better? What went well? How can I do this even like for the next time? What can I improve? And by course correcting, moving forward, than just not wanting everything and keep dreaming about what you want and never really taking the action to bring it to life, bring it to fruition, bring it to that thing that you want. So let's quit the doing, let's quit the dreaming and start the doing. Hey, we're talking about us stopping the dreaming and start taking the action, taking the leap to start doing and course correcting, because with clarity, with action comes clarity. The more you do something, the more you get clear on what you want. It becomes easier to really flow. Because if you keep dreaming about the things you want and the desires and all those things that you're wishing and wanting, it's always going to be a dream in your head. But when you take that action to start doing the thing you want, then you start realizing, actually, what I was dreaming is not really what I want. Now you shift hat and then you try something else. And then you keep course correcting, but you're doing the doing. You're not just thinking about it. You're not just dreaming and waiting for all these things to happen. You are doing that which you want. Okay? So let us be doers. Let us take that leap and start bringing our dreams to reality. This time is a ticking bomb. We need to keep rolling and flowing with that which we want, so that we can then start being seen, being like understood and heard. Let our voices be like, whatever it is. And remember, look, your voice matters, it does. And it's your time to use it. So start doing and bringing it to fruition. Alrighty.